So, shocking PlayStation 5 Sony announcement, new Gears of War PS5 Reveal update, and new independent PlayStation Portable push by Sony. Those are stories we're going to cover today, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. First, yes or no, are you watching The Last of Us Season 2 or not? The first episode of Season 2 went live yesterday. I'm going to check it out today. I didn't have time yesterday, but that's just me. What about you? So comment below, yes or no, if you're watching The Last of Us Season 2 or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, new independent PlayStation Portable push by Sony. Reading from PlayStation Lifestyle, the latest PlayStation Portal system software update quietly added a feature that might be another step towards a standalone handheld. Sony didn't make any mention of this on the PlayStation blog, but the patch notes for the firmware update 5.0 reveal that players now have the ability to restore licenses directly via the device's troubleshoot option in the quick menu, eliminating the need to use a PlayStation 5 for the task. Since Sony didn't go into details, I'm only speculating why the restore license feature was added. However, it's not a stretch to assume that the option isn't limited to validating PlayStation Plus premium memberships or DLC and add-ons. In recent months, Sony has been making an effort to split the PlayStation Portal from the PlayStation 5, giving players the option to bypass the console altogether via direct cloud streaming currently in beta. Based on this, I'm assuming that the new restore license feature option isn't as minor as it seems. I think it will eventually be used to allow PSN users to stream any game they own without a PlayStation 5. When that'll happen is anybody's guess, however. So, honestly, don't think this is a stretch. I can see this happening where the games you already own can be streamed directly from the cloud. The only thing here again would be that you still need PlayStation Plus Premium. It wouldn't be just you streaming them from the cloud for free without the service, but this would expand your library to more than what's on PlayStation Plus Premium. On PlayStation 5, you can stream games you own, but this is certain games that support cloud streaming, and of course you still need PlayStation Plus Premium to do it. So this list in itself has to expand, but I think Sony's goal in the long term is to have most games support a cloud streaming option. So let's see how this goes for the PlayStation Portal. And if you're enjoying the video so far, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community on our way to 150,000 subscribers.
Adventure begins.
Now, diving into the second story of the video, Gears of War PlayStation 5 Reveal update. Reading from Push Square, PS5 fans who spent generations itching for some active reload action on the DualSense may finally get their wish at the Xbox showcase, as connected leaker Ecstasis says he expects a bundle featuring the original Xbox 360 trilogy to be announced at the event. We've been hearing for quite some time that Marcus Phoenix is poised to make his PlayStation bow, and the long-rumored Gears of War collection looks like it'll be announced within the next couple of months. Presumably, this is all designed to get PlayStation 5 owners used to the series ahead of the new game Gears of War E-Day. Talkative Microsoft bigwig Phil Spencer has already said that his company will start showing the logos of all target platforms during its press conferences, so there'll be no secrecy over which software is coming to Sony's system. So let's hope this is the case and we can finally move on, because it feels like this has been going on for some time, and anytime I post about it, there's always Xbox fans pushing back, even though we have Forza on PlayStation 5. That's a big pillar Xbox title dating all the way back to the original, so I don't know why people still doubt it, but let's see how that goes. And of course, it's going to be crazy to see Gears of War land on PlayStation, but with the amount of smoke around this, I think it's time Microsoft just drops the announcement and rips off the Band-Aid. And I'm just waiting to see the internet's reaction when this happens. And beyond that, when Halo, the Master Chief Collection, gets announced for the PlayStation 5, how is that going to turn out? The Xbox Showcase goes live June 8th, so that's not far from now for the announcement to finally take place. Hopefully take place, of course. We don't know if that's going to happen for sure. But you guys let me know if you're hyped for Gears to land on PlayStation, or you don't care. Let me know down in the comments below. And now diving into the final story of the video, shocking PlayStation 5 Sony announcement. Reading from The Verge, Sony has raised the price of most of its PlayStation 5 console hardware in the UK, Europe, Australia, and New Zealand by 10 to 15%, blaming a challenging economic environment. With rising US import costs thanks to tariffs likely as a contributing factor, an equivalent price in the US is probably on the way. Sony manufactures the majority of its PlayStation 5 console hardware in China, now subject to 145% tariffs on imports into the US, and game consoles aren't included in the pause on some tech tariffs announced Friday. A price increase in other markets may be a way of limiting how sharply prices will need to rise in the US, which is a key market for Sony. The digital edition of the PlayStation 5 is the main target for price increases, rising in all four markets, while the standard version, which includes a disc drive, is only going up in Australia and New Zealand, and not by much. Across all four markets, the PlayStation 5 Pro is remaining at the same price. Sony's also slightly decreasing the price of its add-on disc drive accessory. So I'm gonna have the price changes on the screen if you want to check that out. But the thing that's crazy here is that the PlayStation 5 digital and disc edition consoles are getting closer in price, unless Sony, of course, ups the physical edition price, which I don't see that happening since they decreased the price of the disc drive in these regions, and really the physical edition of the PlayStation 5 at this point is just the digital edition with the disc drive. So let's see how that goes. This is probably going to hit us here in the West at some point as well, I would assume. So if you don't have a PS5 at this point, maybe get one sometime soon. But you guys let me know if you live in the UK, Europe, Australia, or New Zealand or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps. To subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with Bring On the Reveals. I'm excited for the summer showcase event season, what Xbox obviously is going to show for PlayStation and obviously an Xbox in general. I'm hoping that PlayStation actually has that big showcase this summer. Sony, it's time to just bring that energy back in. We've been saying this repeatedly over and over and over again, and it feels like it's just, hopefully this is the time. Hopefully this is the time that the rumored showcase happens in May and we finally get that big event and then an actual official outlook into what Sony is doing for the rest of the year, for 2026 and maybe even 2027, instead of us just kind of guessing where things might land and how things might be. And we haven't seen proper gameplay for multiple games that Sony has right now, especially Ghost of Yotei, which releases this year. So hopefully things change sometime soon. If you're excited and hopeful for some reveals from Sony, destroy the comment section with Bring On the Reveals, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.